Hello.
Hello. Sorry for being
Hi. Okay, that's all right. It's just
late.
that I have a student right after you, so we'll stay on as long as we can until she
Okay.
actually comes on. So now, how's everything going?
Very good. Fantastic. What about you?
Everything's good. Now, we were speaking about going through conversations. Are we doing a lesson like that today, or we will have a conversation? What would you like?
Uh, we have a lesson. I think that is lesson 16, if I remember.
Yes. Good. So you do like the lessons. You like the conversation in the mixture of the English expressions and the vocabulary.
Yes.
So now they're asking about, did you like to work overtime? Why or why not? Did you have a job that you actually had to work overtime?
It's do you like to work overtime? Why or why not?
Right.
Okay. So I don't like to work overtime because I want to do some productive work or to read books. Like,
Okay. Well, see, then you just went over out of the question lane. Okay. Now, it said, do you like to work overtime? And of course, you would say, no, I do not like to work overtime. Now, you went further and said, why not? You said, because I like, and then you went more in depth and why not? Okay. So you just basically could say
okay.
that I like my spare time to do things freely, period.
Okay.
You basically gave an example and gave a reason why you want to not have overtime. So it's like you went
Okay.
over, you know? So you try to stay right into
Okay.
what they're asking and then just stop it right there after you answer the question. All right?
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's your job and describe what you do at work? Now, let's see how you do this one.
I'm a teacher by profession,
Okay.
and
Describe what you do.
I I have to teach my grade 4 students. I teach English
Bingo.
to my students.
Right. See, you're answering the question, you're throwing a descriptive word in there, and then we know exactly what type of teacher you are. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, do
Yes.
you like or dislike your job and why?
I like my job because I think that when you teach someone, you learn and you upgrade yourself as well.
Ooh, good. That's nice. Nicely put. Now,
Thank
when
you.
I used to teach, I used to always say my rewards of teaching is when I can open up one student to go beyond being a student. So that's like a reflection. Yes. Okay. So that's the same actually thing. The same thing. Should workers get paid for overtime? Why or why not?
I think workers should get paid for overtime because they are putting extra effort, so they should be paid for it. And I personally think that money is the best motivator. So that is how you can motivate the workers to do more.
Okay. Now, for your example, now you're a teacher. What do you feel? Do you feel that also you fall into that? Because remember, workers in a profession, as in we get a flat salary, a worker usually get paid hourly. So do you feel as a teacher, I'm putting your profession in this question here. Do you feel you as a teacher should get paid overtime when we hold back and stay after school is over? Like school is officially over like 2:30 to 3. When I used to be a teacher, I used to stay till at least 4:30 because I wanted to finish my lesson plans. I want to finish my testing and I want to prep for the next day. So it's actually work on the board. So as soon as the kids come through the door, there's work there. Do you feel that our time leaving and prepping, should we get paid overtime as a teacher?
Yes,
Yes.
I think we should. We should be given the extra salary.
Okay, why?
As I told you that if someone is putting extra effort, if someone is giving extra hours, so he or she should be paid for it.
Okay, now that's why I'm talking to you as a teacher. Now, you also said that the reason why you teach is when you actually learning something from your student and bringing out the best in you. So
Yes,
that's a form of the pay because that's our reward. But if we're getting paid overtime, we're basically there for the money, not for the reward. Right? Yes or no? I'm trying to make a conversation.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. But what I think is that definitely I enjoy teaching. That's why I'm in this profession. But it doesn't mean that I will do it without money. Okay, because I also have to deal with my finances. I have some expenses. So if I just do it for my enjoyment, how I'm going to feed my family?
Okay.
This is the point.
Okay. So that's
So both are important. Both are important.
okay.
Your enjoyment, me as well.
Okay. Good. Now, what is your dream job and why?
It is kind of a job that I want to be a motivational speaker.
Really?
So
Wow.
yes,
Mm.
so I like to teach other people something new. I like to give them a new concept and a new piece of information. This is what I like. So that is the reason I keep reading books to broaden my students' knowledge and to expand my own horizon as well.
Really? Wow. That's amazing. A motivated speaker.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. That's good. Well, we need that, you know. Sometimes we do need to put ourselves in a position that we can actually step out of, the box and be something more than what we feel that we can go beyond that. So now you have to go all the way back
Yes.
up and we're going to go into lesson 18. Remember I told you the structures is going to be different now. Now 18, expressing likes and dislikes. So this should be a good one. So we can go right into conversations. Okay. Okay. Now, do you like or dislike music? Why and why not? Music has so
Okay.
many different
So
categories. Like I personally don't
yes,
like, well, I can't say country because I like a little country. It's so many different areas. Maybe I can say I don't really like uh what's that type of music? What do you call music like that? When it's
jazz.
no, I believe it or not, I like some jazz. No, it's instrumental, and
Okay.
all just instruments playing. And they with the singer.
I don't have an idea.
Opera. I don't like opera music. Yes,
Opera.
when it no, I don't like that music.
Okay.
Okay, so I put it in the category and then I go into the dislike. Okay, so what type of music you dislike?
So I like. Should I tell you dislike
Well,
or
you might
like?
have a dislike and you might have a like.
Okay,
Right,
both.
it could be both. In your
Yes.
case, like my case is both.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like music, but I prefer not to like opera music. Okay?
Okay. So I like slow music.
Okay.
Okay. I don't like music which has a lot of noise and sounds like very loud music. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
why do I like it? The reason is that I like listening sad songs.
uh-huh.
So maybe that's why.
Okay. Now, when you're singing sounds, Sounds as in musical or sound as in vocal?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause music is so broad, that's a real broad. Now, do you like or dislike when people snore? Why or why not? That's a good one.
I don't like when people snore because it seems to me very
Right.
disturbing. So so that's
That's
why.
why. Well, sometimes it all depends. Because sometimes people be so extremely tired that they snore and then afterwards they don't snore anymore. Well, living on campus, when lived in the dorm, I had a roommate and she didn't snore every night. She snored when I knew she was like studying for a test and she didn't get sleep. She snored like a grizzly bear. So I used to always make sure that I had a plan B. So when she starts to snore, I can go to my next suite mate and go in her room and sleep because I know only time she gets like that is when she's studying. So it all depends. It all depends if I can tolerate it, but that's a good reason to. Now, why? Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
yes,
What you was
yes,
gonna say?
please.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that if it is happening on regular basis, definitely it is something which is not
Right.
tolerable. Okay, but if someone is doing it rarely, so I'm going to
Right.
manage it. I don't have
Okay, good. Now we're actually down to 8:30. Well, 30 minutes, but we will stay on until my student comes on. I don't want you to get cut off. Okay?
no problem.
Now, what do you
Okay.
dislike when people bite their nails? Why or why not? This is a good one. Do you like when people bite their nails?
If I tell you straight up, so even my wife has this
Okay.
habit of biting her nails, and it has been four
Uh-huh.
years we got married, and I have been asking her not to do it since the beginning of my marriage, but she is unable to stop
Right.
herself, and she says that I don't have control over myself. My fingers just go into my mouth. Uh, I cannot stop it. So I don't like it. I literally don't like it. And even I don't like people who have very long
Right.
nails.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
So
I have a daughter, she's 7. And I always see it's like they get comfortable. It's like a comfort thing. And I started telling her if she don't stop biting her nails, she's gonna get a green mustache. And then she's like, a green mustache? Why it has to be
okay.
green? I said, because those are germs. So it's gonna be a green germ growing around your lips. But as much as you describe it
Okay.
and you say it's germs and it's like they're comfortable. So your wife is just comfortable of just putting their fingers near her. But today she might realize that she can't do that now because that's where the germs will actually go and you have to stay far away from your mouth. So maybe this time around, hearing what's going on globally in the world, that she wouldn't want nothing near her mouth, because you just don't want germs
Yes.
going inside.
Ye-
So maybe after this is over with, you probably won't see her putting her hands in her mouth after this, you know? Maybe.
Maybe.
I will. We're
I
gonna we're
hope
gonna
so.
hope on that. Yes. My nephews, everyone, they always put
Yes.
they just come, and I even have students, they just can't help biting their nails. I don't know if they was nervous. I used to ask them, like, are you nervous? No, I just so even when they're thinking, you know? So everybody has like a comfort zone.
Yes. Most of the time it happens when she's thinking or when she's
Yes,
anxious, when she's upset,
yes,
she does
yes.
it.
And it's really hard if you've been doing it all the time. So maybe this time,
Yes. It becomes just
yes, it
habit.
comes part of you. It comes part of you. But at least you still letting her know
Yes.
that, you know. Please don't do it. I mean, I'm on my daughter all the time. Like, come on, you're going to get a green mustache. But when she gets older, she's going to understand that I was just making that up. There's no green mustache unless you dye it. But I used to say that is bacteria. So I used to get little films that have green, like colorful things that show how germs look. It's always a color. So it's like either it's going to be that color.
That was
Yeah,
a good
so I used to
idea.
do that. So she's 7, so I hope that she understands how germs look. But it's that's a hard thing. But look at that, you did well. These questions was pretty good. The next one is called reading books,
Yes.
which you say you love because you do that on your spare time. Now, pets, dislike pets. Do
Okay.
you like or dislike pets? Why and why not?
I love pets. I love pets because I think that pets are the most amazing creature of
Okay.
God, and I
Okay.
love to have them. They are so
Any
cute. They
Well,
are so
which ones?
energetic.
What type of pets? Remember, that's the word, pets.
Parrots, parrots,
Mm,
cats. And I even had a
really?
rooster.